Hello everyone, this is Parker from CCJK. Nice to meet you again. Today, we're going to learn a very powerful QA tool. Yes, quality assurance. It can help translators or PMs to check the translation and ensure the best quality. This tool we call Xbench. Its icon looks like a ruby, a red diamond, very beautiful. And it's really a great one. Let's check what it can check. Firstly, I want to share what it can check. Mostly, it can help us to check from these aspects. One is completeness. Yes, it can help us to detect whether there is missing translation or other something missing. Second, it helps us to check the consistency. Translation consistency. It's very important for some clients want us to ensure the 100% consistency for some files. You know, in some specific files or documents, the consistency is in very much priority. It's very important, connected with the quality, or the quality is fair without consistency. And third is tag. It's also can be checked in the studio, but Xbench can check it more carefully, can list all the errors. For these numbers, it's very important. It can detect. Actually, it's another kind of a consistency, numerically consistent. But I want to put it in a separate way. Yes, numbers we know is very important in our translation. Even the expert or very experienced translator can make some errors in numbers because it always happens. But if we can check it with the Xbench, we can avoid such kind of error since then. And the last one is terms, key terms. It's very useful when clients provide us with a term list, and we can check if the translation match the terms well. Right? Sounds great, right? Okay, let's practice. Practice 1, Best QA, how to use it. Don't be afraid. It is super easy to use, believe me. Let's open the Xbench. Before we practice, I want to show you a QA report in Excel format. It is a Q report extract from the Xbench. Yes, we can see the result, and that is a very warning from the Xbench. For example, the first one, inconsistency in target. It's a translation inconsistency. Look, here is the source part, and here is the translation. We can see that the machine can determine the inconsistency in target. For example, this one and this one are different. The machine, the QA Xbench, can get it in 1 second. Very quick. This is inconsistent too. And besides that, we can see the exact row number in the file. For example, this inconsistency happens in the row 12. The same. It's a black bold means the type of the error, and it is also an inconsistency, but it's slightly different because it's inconsistency in source. How to explain? How to understand it? How to say? For example, here the translation are same, but here the source are different. So it's determined, detected, or regarded as inconsistent in source. Let's check same. And here is another one we call the aloof case mismatches. Let's check. For example, sometimes it's useful in Western English to Western or European language. It's very useful, but for English to Chinese or Asian language, sometimes it's just a fake alarm. A numeral case mismatch. And then the last one is target same as source. Sometimes the numbers and some company names or people names we don't need to translate, so we keep them as a verse, but the Xbench can detect it as the target same as source. Be careful. Sometimes it can be a missing translation. Here I want to open another file. It is we know it is a bilingual file for the studio shadows. Yeah, here's a translation. Source target, source column and target column, and the report just comes out from this translation result by Xbench. Let's do it again. Let's open the Xbench first. Here, it's a very small tool and run very quick. First, we click the project and select the new. We'll get a window pop up, and we put the translation file, drag directly into this area. It can detect the file type automatically, and we click OK. That's it. Or you can just click Add and select the file type, and next, add we can add studio file, next add files, this way. But I prefer to drag the file directly into the area. It's more convenient. Okay, and remember one thing: the Xbench can only check bilingual files, such as SDL xleaf or MQ xleaf or TTX, another CAT converted bilingual file, because the principle of it is to check the source with the target. So it has to be bilingual. It has to be bilingual file. Okay, let's click OK and click here. QA, click the QA button and click check ongoing. So here we get the result. The result is same as the Excel. We can export to the Excel format, so we can get another Excel list just as you see. The result is same, but the one benefit in Xbench is we can have a track change model check. For example, you select here, we can see what's the inconsistency, and it can be shown, demonstrated with the track change. It's very convenient, right? Yes, very convenient. And remember one thing, another thing is Xbench can detect all the errors he thinks, but actually most of them, from my experience, most of them are fake alarm. But we have to check one by one, unless you are definitely sure, 100% sure it's a fake alarm, or we have to check it one by one. And when you do that, after a few times or several times, you can get very experienced, and you You don't have to waste a lot of time. You don't have to spend a lot of time on it. Yeah, you can quickly, easily to pick up which are the fake, which are true errors. And here we can see all the errors Xbench can detect. Basic, we have untranslate, inconsistency, like that. Contents, we can tag, numbers, and double blank. Oh, it's very useful. Small. It happens always, no matter you're expert or just student. Repeatable key terms and checklist. Oh, this one, this one is not that how to say widely used. Okay, here all the errors we want we'll check. Maybe if you find something you don't want to check, you can just unsave them, unclick them. That's alright. So the least the result will be detected, maybe. And there are some other option. You can extract the ICE segment. That means 100%. Sometimes this part the client don't want us to check, or maybe they're locked, so we can click here. Eagle tags and check only. New segments, check only 100% segments. That's alright for you, for your preference. Okay, that's the basic QA function of Xbench. Mostly we check the errors as I list here. Hope it helps.